Okay, the next demo up is going to be from Richard Jensen. And he is a sous vide enthusiast from North Texas. He's going to be using a classic winter protein to make this very elegant appetizer. This is a protein I happen to have in abundance right now, thanks to my dad and brother. So I'm very excited about this. We're going to be learning how to make duck confit bruschetta. I can't wait. So please welcome Richard.
Today we will be doing a smoked duck confit crostini. The first step is to create the duck confit. Kevin and Carmen have an example on their YouTube channel. It is very similar to the Serious Eats sous vide duck confit. Place the duck legs with the garlic and the thyme in the sous vide bag and seal it. Then it is into the water bath at 155 degrees Fahrenheit or 68.3 Celsius for 36 hours. Usually you would then finish off the skin in a hot oven or under a broiler, but for this application we don't need that, so I can just remove the skin and use the duck leg meat. Then we have to prepare our crostini base. In this experiment, I've tried two different bake-ahead loaves, a ciabatta and a Tuscan loaf. They both work very well. So it's up to you whether you want to use a baguette or the Tuscan loaf or ciabatta or even a store-bought rye bread or something for your crostini. So you want to cut your bread into uniform slices about a ½ inch thick. Here I used an electric bread slicer. You could obviously do this with a serrated knife. Brush the sliced bread lightly with olive oil. Then lightly salt the bread. We finish our crostini base in a 400-degree oven for 7 to 10 minutes until it's golden brown, and then we chill the toasts as they come out. The next step is to prepare our duck confit topping. I will be smoking it. I will be adding some apples and candied pecans to it, but this is more freeform than what I'm showing here. So start by shredding the duck confit meat, making sure you have all the fat and skin out. We just want the meat. And here I'm using the Smoking Gun Pro with some cherry wood to smoke the duck confit under the cloche. And I left it for 10 minutes under the cloche, and the smoke slowly dissipates over that time. If you don't find it smoky enough, you could do another dose of the smoke. Actually, whatever you want to put in with your duck confit, it's up to you. You could do the duck confit by itself, just with apples, just with nuts, just whatever you think complements the duck confit. For this version, I added in some chopped apples. I used Honeycrisp. And then some candied pecans. I found the duck confit by itself just didn't have enough textural interest. The apples helped, but the nuttiness and crunch of the pecans put that over the top, and I liked the final result. Once you're happy with your duck topping, you then have to assemble your crostini. So the Tuscan is on the left and the ciabatta is on the right. The Tuscan was about 1 tablespoon of the topping, and the ciabatta took 1.5. Do that to your taste, how much topping you want to the bread. Using bread the size that I have in this demo, you can get 12 to 18 crostini out of the 2 duck legs, but you could always cut these in half. These are pretty large toasts. And an additional serving option that I'm showing here on the right, in addition to the apples and candied pecans that are in the crostini on the left, I've added a sliced Luxardo cherry on top of the confit. I always like the flavor of cherries with duck.
How amazing was that? Please give Richard some love in the comments. I really want his bread slicer. I don't know if anybody else finds slicing bread to be one of the most annoying tasks, but I absolutely hate it. So now I'm going to be looking into that. And I love that he took the time to compare different breads for us and give us feedback on that. That was amazing. This was a great reminder for me to actually use my smoking gun more often too. I definitely don't put it to use enough. This recipe is definitely going to be making an appearance at my family's Christmas celebration because, as I mentioned in the comments, we have way too much duck lying around.